So the GINS 3200 was the Experiential Learning Abroad in Belize. So there was 14 students and 2 program directors, Orly and Janelle, who are both in the BGINS office, and our goal was to go down there and to help reach the children down in these Maya communities in Belize.
I mean, I had a general impression that we were going to work on a project regarding Mayan land rights in Belize, but the actual details of the project were somewhat up in the air. I mean, from the outside view, that may not seem as a positive, but it actually does bring an experience of adventure to the project.
I honestly didn't expect much of it other than to fulfill my requirement, but coming out of it, I never expected to learn so much about myself, as well as gain a lot of friends throughout the trip and learn more about the program more integratively. Overall, it was amazing.
In Belize, what you can expect is a combination of work and play to a certain degree. For instance, you'll take in the history of Belize, whether that be Mayan sites or talking with people, or stopping at the few museums they do have there, or simply experiencing the smaller towns in the south where there is a degree of culture and history there. We
were broken up into groups of 4, and we were to create projects to reach out to these children based on age group.
Throughout the trip, the play and work is interlocked together, so you'll go to maybe 2 or 3 communities a day, but through that you'll find local rivers and waterfalls and stuff in between to go experience, while at the same time gathering information in a relaxed setting that you'll use for your projects.
Learning how to cook some traditional foods that were down there and exploring the region and meeting with the leaders of different Maya communities and Maya groups down there, and just kind of learning what it was like to be a Maya member.
My favorite memory from Belize is
when we got to make the chocolate at the cacao factory.
Being with everyone down there, so as I said, there was 14 of us plus 2 program directors, and we became a family while we were down there. They're still some of my best friends, and I love Orly and Janelle so much. I stop at the BGINS office just to say hi and give them a hug. It is incredible the way that our hearts opened up to each other.
Probably just living in a community of 400 in the middle of literally a jungle, like a virgin jungle, with big mountains on one side and a lagoon on the other. Like, it's pretty picturesque, and it was like out of a story that you'd read in like a Charles Dickens novel or something like that.
I would absolutely recommend this to other students. I, on behalf of the SEO, went to try and recruit other people to go on it this year, and it's just such an incredible opportunity that you can only get by doing it through this program.
Oh, definitely. Well, like I said, not only is it experiential, but I think it kind of allows students to grasp that, they experience on the field, as opposed to just reading it on the textbook.
Why I'm fond of this one is that you can go around on the world by yourself. At the end of the day, you're alone, and there's a lot to experience there, which you can gain from that. But if you have the option to do it with friends in a period over the summer where it doesn't necessarily affect the rest of your school, I think there's certainly an element that can be taken advantage of there, and that's what I'd recommend for BGINS students, and that's why I'd recommend it.
How would it help in the future? Well, one thing that I've gained from the trip was that I've became a lot more open, and and like I said before, like, you learn a lot more about yourself throughout the trip. So I think I definitely became a lot more assertive, and I definitely see myself more as a leader now than I was before the trip.
So to be able to tell people that I went abroad and I worked for 2 weeks with an NGO, and not only did I work with them, like, I actually produced a physical product in the form of a book. The fact that I can say I'm a published author in Belize sounds quite appealing. Now, it is a children's book, mind you, but there's still merit to that.
I mean, of course, it's something to add to your resume and put on your co-curricular record, but that's not the whole point of this. The whole point is that it gives you a new point of view of the world, and it lets you see things in a new way, and I think that's something that you'll always be able to use in your future life and be able to reflect on it later down the road.